What's up, folks? Blitzball Champ is back here once again with a new video here on the U to the Tube, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. So, it's been a while since I've really done a gaming talk video, so I wanted to take some time to talk about a few things. Mainly, I wanted to give my thoughts on the most recent Sony PlayStation game showcase for PlayStation 5. And I have to say, this one was a lot better than the last state of play that Sony had. Tons better. But I wanted to talk about a couple of the games that really stood out to me. First off, wanted to talk remakes and remasters. Now, the big shocker that they announced was a remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Like, I did not see that coming at all. But yeah, there will be a Knights of the Old Republic remake. And the thing is, I never did finish the original. The original game was great. I remember first playing it on the regular Xbox, and then of course they became available on Steam as well. But I never finished the original, and I know they did a second one too, which I never started the second one. But the interesting thing is they did not mention BioWare in that trailer or in any of that footage. I thought that was pretty interesting, considering BioWare originally did the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic games, and also did Jade Empire as well, and they're also known for Mass Effect. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Is it going to eventually be confirmed that this might be under BioWare? I mean, it's going to be developed. Actually, it's going to be developed with Aspyr and Lucasfilms games, so that's interesting. That's interesting. So we'll have to see if BioWare dabbles in any of this or not. But that was a big surprise. I did not expect that one. So that was a big surprise. They also talked remasters as well. They mentioned Alan Wake Remastered, which I've heard a lot of good things about that game. I never got around to that. I have it on Steam. I have the original on Steam, but I just haven't gotten around to playing it. So they're remastering that. They're also going to be remastering Uncharted 4 and Uncharted, I believe, Lost Legacy. I'll say this. The Uncharted games are great. They're awesome. Great gameplay, great story. The Uncharted games are awesome. But remastering 4 and Lost Legacy on PS5, like, I mean, that's neat and all, but I really would have rather have a new Uncharted game, like new, brand new in the series for PlayStation 5 instead of remasters. You know what I mean? Like, they've already done the Uncharted collection where they had, I believe, Uncharted's 1 through 3 bundled together. You know, you have Uncharted 4 and then Lost Legacy, and then now they're going to remaster 4 and Lost Legacy. I just feel like, Naughty Dog, come on now. You could just make a whole nother Uncharted game and have it release late next year or 2023. I just feel like remastering these, I don't know. I think that's a waste of a project, if you ask me. And then, of course, Grand Theft Auto 5 is getting a facelift graphically and such. Enhanced gameplay and graphics. I mean, I'm not really into Grand Theft Auto like that. Last one I really played was Vice City, and that game got on my last nerves. Funny thing about it is I can't stand Grand Theft Auto, yet I like Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2 and Sleeping Dogs. I like those games. Is that weird? That must be weird. I don't know. I just feel that I can understand how that can be really weird. Anyway, they also showed some trailers for some new games as well. Two that stood out to me: Forspoken and Project Eve. Looking at both of these games, they kind of had, I don't know, they kind of had that Bayonetta Devil May Cry sort of look to them in a way. Maybe a little bit of Heavenly Sword thrown into there. I thought they were very interesting, especially Forspoken, which is a Square Enix title. But I thought they were really interesting. I kind of got those vibes from those trailers. So those are two games I'm definitely gonna keep my eyes on. But the game Forspoken is a PS5 exclusive coming spring of 2022. So we know that is. We're not sure about Project Eve. They didn't show anything specifying that it was an exclusive, or at least not from what I saw. But but yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep my eye on both of these games. And then they showed more Ghostwire Tokyo. Of course, Ghostwire Tokyo is a Bethesda and Tango GameWorks. I I have mixed thoughts and feelings about Ghostwire Tokyo. I'll definitely keep my eye on it, but I don't know. It kind of puts me in the mind of like a Mirror's Edge with a survival horror sort of look to it in a way. I'll definitely keep my eye out on it, but I'm not gonna say I'm hyped for this game. But it looks interesting. It definitely looks interesting. Of course, they showed. Now, I'll say this. Normally, I am not really a racing game fan. With the exception of Mario Kart, I'm not really a racing game fan. But let me tell you, Gran Turismo 7 looked gorgeous. I mean, that game looked flat out sexy. Like, the graphics, the customizations, the camera view from outside and inside of the car, the interior of the cars. I mean, Forza, Forza Horizon definitely is going to have some competition. And Gran Turismo 7 is a March 2022 release, but oh man. I mean, Polyphony Studios at it again with Gran Turismo 7, and this game looks gorgeous. Like, and my brother, he's a big Gran Turismo fan. He's played a lot of the previous Gran Turismo games. This is definitely down his alley, but this might make me get into racing games, which I know the Forza Horizon games have gotten good reviews and have been very consistent. But they're about to have some competition with Gran Turismo 7. I might keep an eye out for this game. I'm not making any promises, but with how that game looked, if there's a demo, I might even play a demo of it, give it a try, and who knows, that might get me into racing games. But we'll see. All I know is that game looked gorgeous. They also showed Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is done by Gearbox Software, the same folks behind Borderlands. Which I enjoyed that trailer. They had Baby Metal's "Gimme Chocolate" playing with the trailer, so really really cool. I've seen Baby Metal twice in concert. Now, I definitely got that Borderlands feel and vibe from this game, so I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for this game. I think this is going to end up being great. It looks wacky, it looks silly, it looks fun, very Borderlands looking, so I'm definitely going to keep my eye on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Now, getting into some more of the good stuff. Insomniac, where have you been all my life? Well, you haven't gone anywhere, but you've only gone up. As they showed two trailers. One looked like it featured gameplay. The other was mainly cinematic. Marvel Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. Yes, Marvel's Wolverine. Let me tell you what. I am excited for these games. And I get the feeling with Marvel Spider-Man 2, I have a feeling this might include some co-op. According to the trailer, this might have some co-op. And of course, Venom is going to be in this game too, so a lot to look forward to. But it's going to be a while. This will release on PS5 in 2023. But this is good because it gives me plenty of time to go through and finish the other Spider-Man games. So I got time. Definitely got time. And then they showed Wolverine, which they did say that this is going to be more of a mature looking game. A mature, potentially gory looking game. And honestly, makes sense. It's Wolverine. It makes sense. And with Insomniac doing this, honestly, with how well the previous Spider-Man games have done, honestly, I have no doubt in putting my faith in Insomniac just developing the rest of the Marvel games going forward. Personally, I would love to see them do an X-Men game. I mean, really, the last X-Men game that I played that I really enjoyed was X-Men Legends. I mean, it was a little buggy. Okay, maybe kind of buggy. Pretty buggy. But I had fun playing X-Men Legends. And that game was a great game to play with friends. But I would love to see Insomniac do an X-Men game. I know, shout outs to C Money. He wants a Punisher game. I'd be cool with that. Why not? I think Insomniac could bust out a Punisher game. Why not? But Insomniac's been on a roll with the previous Spider-Man games, the recent Ratchet and Clank game. They've really been on a roll. And with two big announcements as Marvel Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, Insomniac with the 1-2 combo, they're really going some places. Shout outs to Sippy and I Am Jeff Albert. Love y'all. Keep up the excellent work. Let's not also forget God of War Ragnarok. And they showed gameplay of God of War Ragnarok. Definitely looked really, really neat. Definitely looking forward to this, although I still need to go back and play the other God of War games. I have such a huge backlog, it's ridiculous. But it was really good that they showed more footage of God of War Ragnarok. So, definitely looking forward to that. But overall, was definitely a much better showcase for Sony's PlayStation 5 compared to their previous state of play, which was flat out trash. Also, something that really stuck out to me, Deathloop. Not only on GameSpot, but also on IGN, got a perfect 10 out of 10. Wow. And I know it's behind the same folks that did Dishonored, but wow. I did not think it would get a perfect score, to be honest with you. And because I ain't gonna lie, I bashed it. Especially from the gameplay they showed at the previous state of play. I wasn't feeling it. I really wasn't feeling it. And, the game just released. I believe it released think it released today. I think it released today, or it might have been last week. I'm not too sure, but I wasn't feeling it. But I might have to. I might have to give this game a chance. If it got a 10 out of 10, if it got a perfect score, I might have to give this game a chance. Y'all have to let me know. Those out there that are getting or have played Deathloop, what do y'all think? Is it worthy of a 10 out of 10? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Of course, another one of the most recent PlayStation 5 updates is being able to get 3D audio from their built-in TV speakers, and also there's going to be the capability to be able to upgrade the storage on your PS5s. So, which I believe being able to update, I believe the SSDs in your PS5. So, pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. Because, I mean, by default, they don't have a lot of space anyways. I mean, it's usually just the default 1 terabyte and that's it. Like, I currently have a external hard drive, a game drive, hooked up to my PS5, which I'm pretty much putting PS4 titles onto that. But it's good that these updates are coming in for PS5 to allow more storage and the extra support for 3D audio. So that's pretty neat. That's definitely pretty neat. Also, NVIDIA. Apparently, there's been a big barrage of leaks from NVIDIA that came through most recently. I believe it was a couple of days ago, maybe like 1 or 2 days ago, something like that. But there was an unauthorized, unannounced game list leak courtesy of NVIDIA. And we had names such as Gears of War 6, God of War on PC, Half-Life 2 Remastered, Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered, Tactics Ogre Remastered, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Titanfall 3, just a whole lot of unannounced game. Halo 5 for the PC, just a whole plethora of unannounced, unconfirmed games. Now, going through, like, I'm checking out the article and going through, and there's a quote here that says that NVIDIA is aware of the unauthorized published game list with both released and or speculative titles used only for internal tracking and testing. Inclusion on the list is neither confirmation nor an announcement of any game. NVIDIA took immediate action to remove access to the list. No confidential game builds or personal information were exposed. So now we find ourselves wondering how much of this list is accurate. How much of that list is accurate? I mean, these games are potentially speculative, up in the air, non-official. So it makes you wonder. That was quite a list that I named off. You know, the examples that I named off there. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? How much of them do you feel maybe actually a reality? Me personally, Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered would be a day one buy. Hands down, a day one buy. Tactics Ogre Remastered, day one buy. And I think it was also mentioned Final Fantasy VII or not Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX Remastered. You know, especially if they did it sort of similar to how they remastered Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, that's a day one buy. You know, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think a lot of these are just inaccurate, not a thing? Do you think some of them are going to be a reality? Let me know what you guys think, or which ones would you like to happen, like as soon as possible, or confirm. Because don't forget, we're in September right now, and Tokyo Game Show is at the end of this month. Yeah, I believe at the end of this month. And I'm pretty sure, especially, companies like Square Enix, I'm pretty sure maybe some of those titles may get announced. Especially, Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered, Final Fantasy 9 Remastered. I would love to see that. More information on Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2. I'm hoping to see that. But we'll have to wait and see. Because we got Tokyo Game Show coming up, which I believe will be all virtual. No in-person attendance. So, got quite a bit to look forward to. But the fall season is here, which means typically all the best games come out during this time. I know that they recently announced a Halo Infinite Edition Xbox Series X, which pretty much pre-order sold out instantly. I came so close to getting one, but no luck. And I'm pretty sure those are going to be limited quantities. So if another batch becomes available for pre-order, I'll be shocked. I'll be very shocked because it's already hard enough scoring just a regular Xbox Series X, whether it's by itself or in a bundle. It's already hard enough. So we'll see what happens with that, but I'll be sure to put a couple of articles linked about what I discussed in the description box. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think about the recent PlayStation showcase. Are there any particular games from that showcase you're excited about? Let me know. What do you think about the recent NVIDIA game list leak? What do you think about that? And yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for this video. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. And thank you so much for watching. This is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram of Blitzball Champ Gaming signing off. Hope everybody has a blessed week, and I'll see y'all soon. Laters.